What is up, guys? We are the Dudes of Cinema. I'm Cody.
And I'm Scott.
And today we are going to be giving you guys our thoughts on the various character teasers that Zack has been dropping on Twitter and Vero throughout the week.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of juicy content to talk about. I'm sorry we didn't do reactions to those. We just figured, we'd let them all release and then kind of, give you guys our rankings of them and just, kind of talk about them just a little bit, what we liked about them, what, just the content of them, what we liked most. After we do that, we're going to let you guys know what we're most excited to see in Justice League, and then we're going to round it off with a little surprise we got for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Some of you who pay close attention to the channel might have already seen this by now, but just in case you haven't, we're going to go ahead and let you guys know because it's really awesome. It's something that we're really excited about. So let's go ahead and jump right into this with the rankings of the various character teasers. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to bounce it off to Scott, and we'll go from there. So the first, my top favorite character teaser that dropped was actually the one that dropped today, and that was the one for Darkseid and Steppenwolf. I freaking loved this teaser so much. Uxas, who's that's who Darkseid is before he takes up the mantle of Darkseid. We get to see more glimpses of the ancient battle, which was really awesome. We get to see like parademons dragging Atlanteans out of the ocean.
Oh my gosh.
So like that's gonna be freaking awesome to see. Like I can't wait to see that scene because it's gonna be pretty violent, I'm pretty sure. And that's just gonna be a sequence that's gonna be so cool to see. So I cannot wait to see that. Steppenwolf looks great. Darkseid looks amazing. The visual effects are literally top notch, and I heard they only had about like 7 months or so to do all these visual effects shots. Yeah, I'm excited to see Desaad and all of other Darkseid's minions and just see just the look of Apocalypse in general. I'm just really excited to see that. For my number 2 character teaser, my second favorite one was Superman.
Supes, yeah.
I love, as you can see, I'm a huge Superman fan. I've always loved Superman since I was a kid, and I'm so excited to see, Zack's true vision for his arc from Man of Steel, BVS to Justice League, and hopefully if we do get sequels, I don't know if that will happen, but if we do, we'll get to see the rest of his arc. But I loved Superman's teaser. I loved him walking through the Kryptonian ship, seeing all the different suits. You got to see like the suit that Jor-El wore when he fought Zod in Man of Steel. You got to see like the Kryptonian space suit when like Zod and his team were scoping the different planets and finding like the world engine and everything. You got to see an armor that was kind of similar to Zod's, which is cool. And then you got to see Superman's red and blue suit, the traditional suit. The only thing that was really interesting is that it didn't have a hole in it, like from when he got just stabbed by Doomsday. So I don't know if like the ship healed the suit or if the ship like created another one. So it'll be interesting to see like how that plays out and that he actually chose the black suit willingly, which I think is really cool. The black suit looks awesome. I mean, we got to see some clips of him in the final battle, how he like super kicks Steppenwolf. That was really cool. I loved hearing the voiceover from Jonathan Kent and Jor-El. I mean, just hearing their voices again is going to be awesome. And Jonathan's dialogue was actually new. It says, fly, son, it's time, or something like that, which is cool. So I don't know if we'll see kind of like in BVS when Clark was kind of imagining Jonathan being there, if that's what we'll see in Justice League. I don't know. But that teaser just resonated with me on another level because I've always been a Superman fan.
Oh, yeah.
After that, my third one is The Flash, just because like I'm so excited to see The Flash in this movie, like just how powerful and fast he is. We get to see him, petting some puppies, which was funny. We get to see him saving Iris, and when he turns his feet, how his shoes just burn off. We get to see him take off into the Speed Force, which is honestly probably one of my favorite shots out of any of the teasers, just because of how epic it looks.
Oh, yeah.
And him running through the Speed Force. Yeah, dude. Like, I can't wait to see Flash and the Speed Force and how Zack interprets the Speed Force. I know that he says a lot of the visuals involved with Flash are some of his favorite visuals in the entire movie. So I'm really, really excited to see that and the scenes between like him and his father. Like I know that Barry's going to have a very emotional arc throughout this movie, like another character we'll get to later. So just overall, I'm really excited to see the Flash.
I agree.
After that, we have the Batman teaser. I love the Batman teaser. We got that really long shot of him standing on the tank, which was awesome. We got to hear Martian Manhunter's voiceover. We got to hear Alfred and all these other voiceovers in all the teasers, which was really cool. We get little glimpses of dialogue, and we get to see Superman helping him up, literally like lifting him from the darkness into the light, kind of like a callback to BVS when the bat like carrying him into the light. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe I'm looking too much into that, but I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I love Zack's direction for this Batman. So that's why that teaser is ranked where it is for me. After that, I have Cyborg because I'm really excited to see Ray Fisher's true performance in this movie. His character was one of the ones that suffered most in the theatrical cut. A lot of his cut out. and he didn't really get to do much.
Nope, he
And
didn't.
just from the teaser alone, we get to see him doing so much more. We get a glimpse of just how powerful he really is. We get to see kind of like, I don't know if it's like in his head, he's in the nightmare sequence and he turns around and sees his parents,
Yep.
and the camera kind of pans around the backs of like their illusions standing there, and we see Cyborg go from human to like actually cyborg, and we get to see a glimpse of his first flight, which I'm really excited to see because there's that parallel with Kal-El and Cyborg there, and how Superman gets a first flight 2.0 in this, and then Cyborg gets his first flight. So
I'm
we're gonna
excited for
get,
those. Hell yeah.
yeah, dude, we get to see a lot of Cyborg like discovering himself and what he can really do. So I'm really excited to see that. After that, I have Wonder Woman's teaser. Wonder Woman's was really good. Like I said, like all these teasers were really good. There was just some that resonated with me more than others. I really loved Wonder Woman's 2. We get to see her in this black outfit,
Yeah.
which I believe is actually towards the end of the film, because we also see her show up there in the white outfit, and that's when she discovers like Darkseid's mural and everything. We got to hear that epic dialogue from the Amazons. Hippolyta screaming, "Show them, or show him your fear," and they say, "We have no
No
fear."
fear. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really badass. We get to see that shot of her like jumping over Steppenwolf as their weapons collide, and I'm just really excited to see the warrior Wonder Woman, because I just feel like she was kind of nerfed in Wonder Woman 84. I had a lot of issues with that movie. Like I didn't hate it, but I just had a lot of issues with it, and she just seemed a lot less powerful than we know she is in the DCEU. So I'm really excited to see, just that warrior Wonder Woman with her sword and shield, just like throwing down the
Hell
very
yeah. Hell yeah.
experienced, weathered, combat ready Wonder Woman, just throwing down with Steppenwolf and everything. She's kind of like the mother of the team, the leader of the team, along with Batman, because she is the oldest and most experienced. So I'm really excited to see her dynamic with the rest of the league. And last but not least, rounding it out with Aquaman's teaser. I didn't hate this teaser. It's just a lot of the footage we saw in this teaser we've already seen.
Already seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got some cool dialogue from like Volko, who wasn't even in the theatrical cut.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be really cool to see Volko and how his dynamic with Arthur is. We got to hear some brief dialogue from Mera, and she actually has a British accent, which I didn't know that was Mera at first until other people on Twitter were pointing it out to me. And that's very interesting because she kind of had one in the theatrical cut. I remember rewatching that scene because I haven't seen the theatrical cut like in a few years now.
Yeah.
But I rewatched that scene with her and Arthur in the theatrical cut, and she kind of had a British accent, but it wasn't nearly as thick as it was in that teaser. I know we're gonna get to see some Nightmare Mera, which is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of Aquaman that I'm really excited to see. It seems like every character is going to get a lot of time to shine, which that's what I'm most excited about. It's just a lot of that character depth and those character moments that were cut out of the theatrical. But yeah, that's my ranking and what I thought of each of the character teasers. So what about you, Scott? What's your ranking?
For my ranking, honestly, number one would have to be. It was close, but I'd say the Flash one. I forget when it came out. I think it was like one of the earlier ones. But yeah, like you said, like the whole sequence when he's saving Iris, like that wasn't in the theatrical cut. Like he rips out of his shoes. Like that's awesome. Like we see like the Speed Force. I imagine that's what the whole galaxy thing is. He's gonna time travel.
Yeah, that's a cool look.
Maybe we'll see him talk to Bruce when he has that vision in BVS. I don't even know. That's why I'm really excited for that. For the because his suit looks similar to what he looked like in the Nightmare when Ben Affleck wakes up out of that, and he's like, Bruce, save me. The same suit he's wearing looks like his Nightmare sequence suit. So
yeah, from that Twitch ad, it wasn't officially dropped by Zack, but that Twitch ad did show him in like his Nightmare Flash outfit, which is exactly the same as what we saw in BVS. You're right. I didn't even think about that. That's true. I hope they kind of address that conversation and go back to it. It's a good point.
Yeah, that's just mainly one of the main things I'm excited for with the Flash ones because of the Speed Force and the time travel aspect. I just love all that. So my number 2 one was your number 1. It's the villain one. Steppenwolf Darkseid came out this morning. I like the music that starts out. It's kind of like ominous, kind of like dramatic, like you don't know, like, and then he drops down.
The music is very epic.
And then you finally get to hear more of Darkseid's voice, and I was like, obviously I don't want to see him do a lot of throwing down and all that, save that for the movie, but I'm down to hear his voice, because I've been wanting to hear what Ray Porter's been sounding. I've been wanting to hear his voice for so long, bro.
Me too. I'm right there with you, dude.
And I'm finally glad we finally got to hear it, because he's like, when he's like, I've turned 1,000 worlds to dust, like, it's just like, dude, when he puts the just sounds so good.
It sounds epic.
Yeah, so my number 3 is Soups. When that one came out, like, that was the one that gave me, like, the most, like, I think that one pumped me up the most. Like when I saw it, like the music kicked in when the doors open, he's like, "Holy shit, I got a black suit on!" Like, dude, it's just that whole
Yeah,
sequence
seeing
was,
him in the black suit is gonna be
yes,
so epic,
the
dude. I
like
can't
the
wait.
second flight, because one of my favorite sequences from Man of Steel was the flight sequence, like the
Me
music
too.
when he was learning it. He seemed all excited, like all like it's all new to him. So like seeing him do it for a second time, knowing how to do it, but it's just his second time in the new suit. I'm curious to see what if they use the same flight like music. That'd be kind of funny. Just maybe it's
Yeah,
like
or kind of
maybe
just like a
or
remix of it,
different.
kind of.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. So I want to see something like that. But yeah, I that's why the Superman one got me so hyped. My number 4 is the Batman one. Batman's my boy, like right in the middle here for this one here. I think it's just because that was like the first or second one released,
I think it was
and
the first one. Yeah.
yeah, and it's you like you said, it's him pulling him out. The music kicks in, the Justice League theme. Like, oh, dude, like that one was good. It didn't like totally blow me away, like you said. The four, like the
Yeah, we got a little bit of dialogue from Martian Manhunter too, which was cool.
yeah, it's when he's like getting on the tank, and I think that's when you heard Darkseid's voice for the very first time.
Yeah.
I think, because yeah, he says, I forget what he says when he's on there, but
Yeah, he said, "You're right. You're right." He says like, "I will come for my great prize." Or
yes,
something
my
like
great,
that.
yeah,
That was the
yep,
first.
that was the first
Yeah,
time.
that was the first glimpse. Yep.
So yeah, that one's definitely my number 4. Number 5 is Cyborg. I'm definitely, like you said, I'm excited to see. Ray Fisher's been like the most vocal about this movie on social media. I don't blame any of the other people for not being vocal. They're all busy as shit.
Yeah, they're not as active on social media as Ray is. Maybe Jason is. He's very active on Instagram, but the rest of them aren't as active on social media as Ray is.
Yeah, I've noticed Jason sometimes is active on social media, but like he's kind of like on and off. Like I've noticed he kind of like
Yeah.
does it in spurts, like and all that stuff. But
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And another thing I'm really excited for with the Cyborg one is like to see him finally like really fly, because I know he gets like you said, like a Superman style flight sequence or first flight, whatever. And we saw in his thing when he puts like the mask on, like the like goes
Yep.
over him. I love that.
Yeah,
like
it comes over his face.
I love that. I love that. For my number 6, my 5 or no, my 6, 7 are same as yours. 6th is Wonder Woman, 7th is Aquaman. 6th for Wonder Woman. That one, like I said, it didn't like catch my eye. I did like hearing like all the dialogue, like the fear, like them like hearing all the like Amazonians like yelling and all that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because obviously like that whole, I mean, out of the first Justice League theatrical cut, the one like thing that actually caught my eye the first time I watched it was the Themyscira sequence was pretty damn cool. It was pretty cool. So that one caught my eye. So like I don't know. So like that one with Wonder Woman, I'm still hyped, but I've already kind of seen what she's done in like that Themyscira sequence. But I know it's gonna be like even amped up even more. But that's the thing. Like I don't even know what to expect with the Wonder Woman and that sequence and all that.
Yeah, with the Amazonians when they scream, "We have no fear," it reminded me. I don't know if you've seen 300 at all recently, but like when Leonidas and they're meeting up with these other people, and he's like, "Spartans, what is your profession?" And they give like their like that Spartan chant. It reminded me of that. It kind of reminded me of that. So it's pretty cool.
Kind of just like how strong they are, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like how much of like it's really showing like that they're badass warriors, and I really like that.
I agree. And then 7th is Aquaman. His was the least like his was just the most underwhelming. It was cool, like it's Arthur, like I've seen that sequence in the movie. It's a cool sequence, but just for the fact that I've seen like most of that stuff in there. I mean, the additional dialogue was cool, that we got to hear in that. But other than that, it was just it's the most conventional one. So yeah, that's my 1 through 7. We're pretty damn close. I think our 4 like through 7 is the exact same, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so Cody, what are the 3 things you are most looking forward to in this movie next Thursday, bro?
I can't believe it's next Thursday, dude. It is a week.
It's a
Holy
week.
Crap.
A week.
Oh my gosh.
A week.
That's so surreal to think of. It just makes me smile. All right, so the 3 things I'm looking forward to seeing the most. The first would probably have to be the Ancient Battle.
Oh yeah.
And that's something that I've like just the whole idea, even in the theatrical cut. That's just something that I've always loved. Just the concept of that, like the old gods like Zeus, Ares, all of them throwing down with Darkseid. They're fighting alongside ancient humans, Atlanteans, the Amazons, and we even see a little glimpse of the Lantern in the Steppenwolf teaser. and the Darkseid teaser, which we did get a little bit of the Lantern in the theatrical cut, but I really feel like in this version of the Ancient Battle, we're going to see the Lantern do a lot more.
Yep.
So I'm really, really excited to see that. I've had a theory about the Ancient Battle for quite some time, and you and I have discussed this, and I really do hope I'm right. And I probably won't be, but I just think it would be really cool. And that's that I think that we might actually see like Kara or some kind of ancient Kryptonian in that battle,
Oh yeah,
like fighting alongside them, because that would tie up, you know, what the open pod was in Man of Steel. And the ship did land in the ice. They said like 18 to 20,000 years ago in Man of Steel, and that was before when the ancient battle takes place. So it would make sense that like Kara would be kind of like the ancient world's like Superman or Supergirl, you know, like their savior.
I can see that.
And I think that would be, I think that'd be really cool to see a Kryptonian throwing down with Euxis and his forces. And it would also make sense as to when Steppenwolf, you know, that line where he says no lanterns, no Kryptonian. Like, how would he know that a Kryptonian is that
unless he
much of a threat?
fought one in that
fought
sequence,
one before.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because like we know that Kryptonians get these specific powers from a yellow sun. So it's like they could have encountered Kryptonians on other planets that they conquered, but if those planets didn't have a yellow sun, then those Kryptonians didn't have the powers that like Superman has.
Yep, I agree.
So it's like it's going to be really interesting to see. I really hope that's the case. If not, I'm not going to be upset or anything. I just hope that theory comes true. The second thing I'm most excited to see is probably Superman's rebirth flight sequence. I know just from the teasers we've gotten, there are a lot of parallels to the flight sequence in Man of Steel, just like visual parallels, like, you know, the rocks floating around his hand, and just like when he takes off and all of that. So I'm really excited to see that. I remember seeing storyboards that Zack shared of that like a long time ago.
Oh, really?
So it's going to be cool, like, yeah, like seeing him like fly up into space. We kind of saw the short clip of that in his teaser where he's like floating in space. You can tell he's probably looking at the sun, and maybe they'll address that this black suit absorbs more solar energy, which it does in the comics. It kind of like it helps him regenerate faster. So like hopefully that's kind of addressed, and maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe like Jor-El's consciousness will tell him that, or something like given that information. I'm not too sure, but I'm so excited to see the return of Superman, the true return of Superman, and just his first flight, and just see him in the final act and everything. And I'd say the third thing I'm looking forward to is probably Darkseid. I'm really excited to see Darkseid. I don't think we're gonna get too much of him, but I think we're gonna get more than we think, just because he has been in a lot of promotional material. So I do think we're going to get a lot of cool scenes with him, and I'm really excited to see Apocalypse and him throwing down in that ancient battle. Like I said, the ancient battle most is what I'm most excited for. I really hope we get to see a little bit of his Omega beams, maybe a little bit. I don't know if we will. Maybe I'm pushing it, but if we do, that'll be awesome. We got that short clip of in the Superman, or not in the Superman teaser, in the Twitch ad, where you can kind of see like Darkseid's hand on Superman's shoulder. He looks like distressed. And I have a theory about that, but I don't want to get into that because that's getting kind of into spoiler territory. But if it is what I think it is, I'm going to lose my shit. Yeah, we'll cover it. We'll do like a non-spoiler review, and then we'll do like a spoiler review for you guys, and we'll really break everything down. But yeah, I'd say those are the three things I'm looking forward to seeing to most. What about you? What are you excited to see in Justice League?
My number one, like I said, like the Flash one was my favorite character tease. My favorite sequence to see is the Speed Force, him going back in time. Whatever he does with the Speed Force, because like, you know, he's in that galaxy looking, realm, whatever he does to go fast, like all that just blows my mind. It looks so cool. I'm just so ready. I'm just ready for that whole entire sequence. I don't know when it's going to come in the movie. I don't know if it's middle, late, early. I don't know when, but I'm just so excited. I have a feeling once it starts to come, I'm be like, okay, this is it. I'm ready. Let's do it.
This is it.
So that's definitely number one. Number two, they teased the Bats character teaser, and he's standing on that giant tank thing. I just want to know what I want to know what that thing is and what it does, to be honest. I want to know if I have a feeling that scene is early in the movie. Could be wrong. I don't know. But I just want to know like what that does, because I don't think we saw that giant friggin' tank thing in Justice League.
No, we didn't. I actually have a theory about that. I know there was like some concept art where Batman goes to like investigate like these parademon nests, where they're kind of like in these cocoon things.
So maybe that's
which is crazy.
Big to get up there.
Maybe that's him like discovering that and like and really investigating that. But yeah, I agree that's gonna be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, because Bats is my boy, so like I'm ready to see like that whole. I like all of his gadgets, his tools, his machines. Like I love it. So I'm excited to see that. Number three, you kind of brushed up on it. Darkseid. Like I want to see what his role is in this movie, because obviously Steppenwolf's the big. You know, he's the main baddie of the movie. He is. There has been a shitload of marketing for Darkseid, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see what he looks like. I wanted to see what he sounds like. Like you said, it might be pushing it, but show me Omega Beams. It would.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that is pushing it, but like you don't know if you're gonna get a sequel. I mean, I'm sure it will, but like fuck, man, like do it. Just go all out.
If this performs well and the demand is there, I think that
It'll get a
sequels are
sequel.
definitely in the realm of possibility for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my 3. Those are like I mean it's hard to narrow it down into 3. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
there's a lot I'm excited to see. I'd say an honorable mention for me is the Nightmare sequence, obviously.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Like, I'm really excited. I just thought about that. That's why I wanted to mention it really quick. I know it's something we're both really excited to see.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Leto's Joker making his return and his dynamic with Batman and the rest of, whoever he interacts with in that Nightmare scene. I know we got a quick shot of Deathstroke in that Nightmare, so I'm really excited to see like what their dynamic is, what their mission is, how the whole sequence plays out.
Exactly.
Are we actually going to see the Nightmare sequence in real time, or is it going to kind of be like another like dream sequence type thing? I don't know, but I know that's something we're both excited to see, so I just thought I'd mention that.
I agree. All right, Cody, would you like to share them? Give them a little surprise.
All right, yeah, there is a little surprise we got for you guys. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys pay close attention to our channel, you guys probably saw us post it.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to be doing watch parties leading up to Justice League next Thursday. Unfortunately, we weren't cool enough to get the invitation to the virtual premiere.
Nope.
But it is what it is, because Scott's actually going to be coming out here. We're going to hang out for a couple of days. We're going to watch Justice League. We're going to give you guys our first reaction after, and an in-depth review and a spoiler review of it once we do watch it. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, we are going to be doing watch parties for Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman in that order. So later tonight, we will be doing that Man of Steel watch party. It's going to be dropping about 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's where we're going to start the live.
Yep.
We're going to turn on the movie. Obviously, we can't show the movie in the video just because of copyright and stuff, but we'll let you know like when we hit play, so that way we can all watch it together, experience the movie together.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys have any like questions or comments, or if there's any theories you want to ask us about, or just overall discussion, just be in that live chat.
Yep.
We're going to do our best.
Ask anything.
We're going to do our best. Exactly. We're going to do our best to monitor that chat, answer all your questions, address all your comments. We're really looking forward to it because it's going to be really awesome.
Hell yeah.
Saturday is going to be BVS. When we do the BVS one and all the rest of them, we're gonna set a reminder for you guys on YouTube so you guys can prepare for those for those watch parties. BVS is going to be Saturday. We'll let you guys know what time. Wonder Woman's going to be on Sunday. Same thing. We'll let you guys know what time in that reminder that we put up on YouTube.
Yep.
And then next Tuesday, 2 days before we watch Justice League, is going to be the Aquaman watch party. So we'll let you know what time. It'll probably be around the same time, probably like 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. But we'll keep you guys updated on that. But like I said, with each of these watch parties, we want you guys to be engaged with us. We love interacting with you, answering your questions and comments. So we're really looking forward to those watch parties. It's something we've been excited for a long time. We've been planning this out. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us and being hyped about our content. It really pumps us up to know that you guys are excited about our content. And it makes us want to bring you guys more content. We thought these watch parties were just a perfect way to build up the hype for Justice League. So, because this has been a long journey.
Long road, man.
Long
oh, my
road.
God.
So, Justice League is kind of like the culmination of all that.
Yep.
So, we're really excited for these watch parties. So, stay tuned for that, guys.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. So, that was our ranking and discussion of all the various character teasers that have been dropping throughout the week. Let us know your ranking of these teasers down in the comments below. Give us any of your theories, what you're excited to see in Justice League, like what you're most excited to see in Justice League. We'd love to know down in the comments. We'll make sure to interact with you guys and respond as much as we can because, like I said, we love interacting with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for those watch parties. Like I said, we're really excited to share those. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome experience to share with you guys as well, just building that community. We're really hyped about it, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that bell notification button. That way you will be notified whenever we post a video or when we do the watch parties and go live. You'll be notified of that.
Yep.
And with that, we are the Dudes of Cinema, and we'll see you in the next video.